What's up, everybody? End of the day for me. I've actually been parked for a few hours. My day wasn't really that long, to tell you the truth. It was just extensive trying to get out of the Atlanta area because Atlanta sucks. 100 ways from Sunday. Atlanta sucks. I want to make this video real quick because honestly, I just saw this little bit on Facebook or whatever. This guy made a short video, you know, one of those real short videos, basically saying how depressing trucking is for the drivers and how lonely it is. And I'm like, dude, I totally empathize with what you're saying. I really do, because it can be like that, especially if you're just starting out and you're not used to it, and especially if you're one of those people that is used to having a lot of people around them. You know, if you have a huge social circle around you most of the time, then yeah, it can hit you hard, like real hard, coming out here, being by yourself all the time. But to me, honestly, I've been by myself for years now. I mean, I have friends, but most of the time I spend by myself. I've gotten so good at finding things to occupy my time and things to make me happy when I'm alone. You know, ride my bike, whatever, you know, working in the yard, stuff like that, just hobbies that, you know, I'm just used to it. It doesn't bother me like it may have in the past. In my 20s, it definitely would have bothered me. You know, I came out here doing hot shot in my 20s and I was miserable as shit. All I wanted to do was go home. But now I'm adjusted to it. It's not that bad. But I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about what this guy said, really. And to you guys that may totally agree with that, and you know, I understand what you're saying. And to you guys who are thinking about getting into trucking and maybe you're nervous about that, don't be, because you'd be surprised what a human being can get used to. You know, I've learned that over the years, especially working in the prison system, man. I mean, it's insane. It's really crazy what a human being can get used to. As long as they see it every day, you know, repetition, it's really crazy and mind-boggling what the human mind can get used to. If you know what? There's a guy watching this video right now, and you're driving, you're out there by yourself, and you probably are depressed, and man, you just hate life, and you're lonely as shit all the time, you ain't got nobody to talk to unless it's on the phone. Dude, it's not the end of the world, man. It's not the end of the world. And if you really don't like it that much, start, you know, this is not the only job out there, dude. Don't get down on yourself, man. It's not the only job out there, dude. I've felt like that before. I've been stuck in jobs. I was stuck as a security guard for like 6 years. I was miserable as shit. Oh my God, that was probably the most miserable I ever was in my life, you know, because I was stuck working night shift for years. But if you're out there, dude, and you're feeling like that, man, don't get down on yourself, dude, and don't don't do anything crazy either, man. You know what I'm talking about. Because this could just be a chapter in your life, dude. You know, a lot of things that I did in the past, I just consider them chapters in my life. Just like being a security guard for years. I was just a chapter, and I was done. Now I'm on to another chapter. So, you know, if you really don't like it, start looking into other things, man. You know, there's all sorts of jobs out there, and don't ever feel like you're stuck in a job. Like, this is all you can do. This is the only job I can get. That's not true, man. That is totally not true. And nowadays, you have a huge advantage because the economy is so weird right now that, like, everybody's hiring because no one wants to go to work. So they'll hire you to do so many crazy things that you don't even have experience for just because they're desperate for work, you know, or for employees, you know. Like, when I got this job, I was hired with no experience, and they sent me to school, you know. You know, a lot of people, like, years ago, they never would have done that. I got my CDL when I was in my 20s, and the CDL school I went to in Virginia, they were like, oh yeah, guaranteed job placement, blah, blah, blah. No experience, we guaranteed. It was all bullshit. You know, I went and got my Class B. None of the companies locally would even talk to me because I didn't have any experience. So I was like, great, I just went and got my CDL for nothing, you know? But years later, it's different, you know? But anyway, I wanted to find some really good talking points in this video, but, you know, I really just wanted to talk to that guy because I hope you're one of those people watching right now that feels like this is all I can do, and I'm out here by myself and supporting some wife and 4 kids or whatever, man. If you're out here to feed your kids, man, you're not doing nothing wrong, dude. I understand life sucks, man. Just, you're not doing nothing wrong, dude. You're doing what you gotta do. You're being a man, or if you're a woman, you know, you're being a woman, and you're doing the right thing. So don't get down on yourself, man. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You're making an honest living. You're trying to support your people. That's a good thing, man. But it doesn't have to last forever. Save your money as much as you can. Investigate other sources of income. Investigate other careers, you know. And when you get a little bit of time, instead of playing on YouTube or whatever you do in your spare time, look on Indeed. Throw out some, you know, if you don't have an Indeed account, set one up. It's so ridiculously easy. And then once you have it set up, you see a job you like, all you gotta do is press a button. Bam, you just send an application in like 2 seconds. It just takes nothing, you know. How do you think I got this job? I sent them an application. I called them within 10 minutes. And then they were like, oh yeah, we see your stuff. I'm like, see how easy that is? You know, the age of technology can make it work for you, you know. But don't get depressed. Don't get down on yourself. You know, when I saw that video, that really bothered me, you know, because I'm sure I'm in a truck stop right now. I bet you there's a lot of these truckers probably do feel like that, but not all of them. I talk to truckers that are happy as shit, man, especially the more money they're making. I talked to a team driver yesterday, man. That guy was making buku dollars. It's like ridiculous, you know. That's why I'm, you know, I got some other things in my head I'm thinking about, but I'll save that for a later date. Anyway, keep your head up, man. This is not the worst thing in the world. And if you're feeling really bad, you know what I do? I try to reflect on jobs I had in the past and how bad I had it, how much I was not making any money. My boss was a dick. All the other employees I had to deal with were dicks. And I'm like, you know what? I come out here, I'm by myself. I don't have to deal with nobody. You know, all I got to do is follow the bouncing ball and get my package from A to B. You know, and I don't have to really deal with anybody in between. So I've had jobs where I had to go every day, deal with multiple personalities, and they were all annoying as shit. And I just wanted to stab myself in the face every day. I'm like, God, I don't want to deal with you people. I'd throw you all in front of a bus if I could, you know? So when I think about that stuff, man, I'm like, you know, life's not that bad, man. It could always be worse. You know, I hate to say that, but it's true. But try to appreciate what you got, man, especially if you're making good money, you know. And if you're taking care of little kids, you are the world to those kids, man. They look up to you. They need you. Like, you are everything to them. So you're doing really good. So don't get down on yourself. Anyway, if there's anybody out there watching that knows exactly what I'm talking about, maybe you're in a situation like this, man, please comment, dude. I love hearing comments. I've been getting really positive comments from people lately, and you know who you are, and I really appreciate you. I was going to make a video about you guys sooner or later, but I haven't got around to it, because I wanted to give some shout outs to certain people saying really good things to me, man. I'm like, you guys, I like you, and you guys are the reason why I keep making these videos. You know, the one guy that comments on a video and says something really awesome, dude, you are the reason why I keep making these videos, dude. You know, I might make a video and only get 10 views, but if one person comments on it and says something awesome, that's what keeps me going, dude. So I really appreciate that. Anyway, like, share, please share my channel, subscribe. Common sense ain't common.